everyone, my name's Madison. Thanks for checking out my channel. I'm gonna do a quick weekend reading wrap-up. I'll tell you what, I tried to do a reading vlog this weekend and I got all the filming done and I followed through with that part, but then I couldn't get all the videos from my phone to my computer. Normally and I don't know why, it's like some weird tech problem. Normally I film on my camera and that's super easy, and I just keep having tech problems when I'm trying to get all the videos from my phone to my computer. So I can do it with just one video. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna talk to you about the books I read this weekend. Okay, so I have been reading 2 books this weekend. I started The Power of the Powerless this week. This is by Václav Havel, who was a Czechoslovakian dissident during the communist regime in Czechoslovakia back in the 70s. He wrote this pamphlet thing, and then he was arrested, and then after he got out of prison, he became the president of Czechoslovakia, which was also like after the fall of communism in Czechoslovakia. How many times am I say Czechoslovakia? Which is not even what the country is called now. So he was also president during the separation of the Czech Republic from Slovakia. So he's a pretty important dude. And his perspective is very interesting because he's writing about a very, he's writing about communism that was slightly different than the traditional communist dictatorship that we think of when we think of Stalin. And he explains how the regime that he lived under was different than that normal dictatorship regime. And he's also explaining what the average person can do to work against it. And it's kind of, it's about the quiet life. It's about living with dignity and not doing anything that you don't believe in. So if you don't believe in Workers of the World Unite, then don't put that sign outside of your window. And that sounds super simple. The book is incredibly deep and complex. And even though it's, 143 pages, maybe 145, it's taken me, I'm only halfway through. But I'm just trying to take my time while I read it. And I already have lots of notes, so that's good. Put that there. The next book I'm reading is The Mirror and the Light. I love it. I love it so much. I'm about 143 pages in. I'm really loving this, for all kinds of reasons. Reason number 1, I have no idea what happens to Cromwell after, Anne Boleyn dies. Does history continue after Anne Boleyn dies? I suppose so. And I'm really enjoying reading that because it's just like a whole new experience. I have no prior knowledge except the very basics. Jane does have a son. And what else do I happen to know about this period? This is beyond that period. The son does become king, and then Mary becomes queen, and then Elizabeth becomes queen, but I don't really know what happens in the rest of Henry VIII's reign. From my understanding, Cromwell is executed as a traitor. So I suppose that will happen eventually in this book. But I just, Hilary Mantel's fantastic. She's a superb writer. Everything she does is perfectly crafted. The dialogue is fantastic. Anytime you see quotation marks, you know exactly who said it because that's how distinct the dialogue is. I also love that she makes the dialogue super authentic. Cromwell will be having these conversations with a couple of people that, he's with, maybe George or Rafe or Richard or someone like that. And another person will just insert this statement that seems completely off topic. But the way that she does it, first of all, it ends up making sense within the context of the conversation, but also that feels authentic. When you're having a conversation with one person or a group of people, oftentimes someone will randomly insert their comments and it seems totally off topic, and yet we deal with that in conversation. And we stay, we can maintain our focus most of the time. Sometimes we get off topic, like, in a video. So I'm really, really enjoying that. I also really enjoy, there was this one scene where Cromwell was asleep and you were essentially getting his dreams, and it was a mix of this dream world but also going back a couple of days to the execution of Anne and the execution of the men who she was accused of sleeping with. And I really loved the way she seamlessly wove Cromwell's present and Cromwell's past into this dream world to give you insight into the present, the past, and Cromwell himself. It was beautiful. I'm at the point now in the book, I suppose spoiler, I'm at the point now in the book where Henry and his daughter Mary are more or less reconciled. So it's at a lull, and I have no idea, other than what she has set up, other than the enemies that Cromwell has naturally in the book, I have no idea how this is all going to end. Except that he dies. So I'm really excited to just see how she gets us there, but also a little nervous because she's a beautiful writer, and good writers just have a way of, digging in and making you cry, so we'll see how it all goes. Did you cry if you have read this, did you cry when it ends? So let me know, have you read this book yet? Did you love it? If you didn't love it, it's okay. You can tell me in the comments. Okay, so also let me know, what do you think makes a good reading vlog? Let me know that in the comments below as well. I will see you guys tomorrow with another video review, and I hope you all have a great week. Bye.